Hi Leos, this is Madhura and I have your reading for you for February 19th through February 28th. So this is for the February part of the Pisces season for the zodiac sign of Leo. This is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. There is a possibility that the energies could be reversed, as in I could be talking about you, but it could be true for your partner if you're listening for a partner. Um, and then how I pull these cards basically is I shuffle the deck and I let the universe know that this reading is for Leos for the dates 19 February through 28 February. And then as I'm shuffling, I start asking questions, and whatever cards fall out as I'm asking the questions are the cards. I assume those are the answers from the universe for those questions. All right. So let's get started. Firstly, I have your essence here, Leo. So, your default setting, your second nature, in this current phase in life, where you're at, when you say, I feel farther from myself right now, or I feel so close to myself right now, who is it that you feel close to or farther from? Okay. And in with the Six of Wands, there's definitely passion, fire, fuel, right? Because wands is a suit of all of that that drives you. Okay, so your essence is what you're passionate about. Okay, and with the Six of Wands, there is this person on the horse is not just um, taking his wand and leaving on his own. He's actually riled up a few people right there, right? So you're good at collaborating. You're good at making sure that it's not just you that is driven, that is, you're not all alone when you move forward. Okay, you take your people with you, you take your loved ones with you, you take your friends with you. You make sure that they're as driven as you are. You make sure that no man is left behind. Okay, so Leo, that's your essence. I think it's such a wonderful essence to have, because you're good at caring about other people's progress as much as you're as good as you are at caring about yours. Okay, so you won't just leave people behind and keep walking forward. You will look back, you will make sure that they are as inspired, as energized as you are to take the path that you're about to take, and they will follow you. You will make sure that um, you feel like you're understood by the people you care about. Okay, you'll maybe spend time explaining yourself, like if there's some sort of a journey that you can like if you want to reach a goal. Okay, and if you're going to go alone, and you can do it in a day if you go alone, you don't care that you're spending 2 more days convincing other people that that is the right path to take, that that is the right place to be in. You will take that time, you will spend that time with them, you will make sure you're explaining your goals, your motives, and once they understand, they will follow you. Okay, so you will make sure you you feel satisfied with having explained yourself, or having you feel satisfied with um, the process of you explaining to other people where you're headed, why you're headed there, and how long it'll take. Okay, and for the most part, you're so convincing that people will end up joining you. All right, so Leo, that's your essence. That's what I have for you. With your current situation right now, with the star and the judgment, I think you're in such a beautiful space right now. Okay, because with the star, this person's naked, so it seems like a woman actually. So being naked sort of represents being comfortable with yourself, being comfortable with who you are. You're not really doubting yourself. You're not really, if you think something, if you feel something, you're not really sitting there and analyzing yourself and wondering if the way you're thinking or the way you're doing things, is that right, is that wrong. Okay, you have a good support system surrounding you right now. You know exactly what you're doing, and regardless of that, even if you don't know what it is that you're doing, what your next move is, you're comfortable enough in your own skin that you know you won't make the wrong decisions. Okay, this person is 1 foot in the water, one knee on the land. This seems like they are pouring into the pond, but they're not. It might seem silly because why would you pour more water in a pond? But they're pulling out of the pond and they're pouring on the land, and they're creating this beautiful stream of water on the land where the pond's water can't reach. Okay, so with water, it is your emotional life, it is your intuitive life, it is your spiritual life. So, and land represents the earthly part of the world, right? So you're basically pulling from your spiritual energies, from your spiritual life, and you're investing in your earthly life. Okay, you're making sure that your materialistic needs, your physical needs, your physical actions, your physical energy, everything that is tangible, everything that can be touched, is being nurtured with your spiritual life, with your spiritual perspectives. So you have, right now you have a good balance going on between pulling from the universe, pulling from your spirituality, and surrendering to your earthly maybe sufferings, maybe abundance, right? um, and, um, and you are able to do all of that is because you understand yourself really well. You probably have a really good support system going on, and you are just comfortable with who you are. So even though the circumstances around you, your external surroundings aren't as comfortable as you'd like them to be, because I see a judgment here. Let's talk about it more in a second. Even though your external surroundings aren't as comfortable as you'd like them to be, because you're so comfortable within yourself, you know that you can get through this. You know that it's just a matter of time. Okay, and then with the judgment card, the judgment talks about rising from the dead. Okay, it's nothing spooky, it's just that basically something from your past is resurrecting. And it could seem like a bad thing that it's resurrecting. Maybe it's an emotion from your past that you felt like you had put behind you, but it's come back again, and it's as troubling as it was in the past. Or maybe it's a person from your past that is overbearing your life right now, and it just feels like, I thought we were done with this, but you're not done with this. And with the judgment card here, this resurrection is usually a good thing. So it's either come back to you to find a full closure so it doesn't come back over and over again. Okay, or it's come back to you because there's some unprocessed business. Unprocessed, I don't know if that's a word. Because there's some business that wasn't fully processed, and now this situation is back, so you can fully process it. And if there needs to be a reconciliation of some sort, for instance, if it's an ex that is coming back, okay, or that is on their way back, because this is a current situation, I feel like you're either going to be able to confirm or deny this. But if it's an ex, for instance, and this is like a very rough example, okay, so don't really think of this as just a romantic situation. It could be anything. It could be a job that's come back to you. It could be a passion of yours that you had left behind, that maybe you were an artist and then you left that behind, you became an engineer, or you got a job in the corporate sector, and then now this like gnawing feeling is coming back at you that you need to uh, pursue your art form again, that you're just not spending enough time with it, that it's just not meant to be a hobby. Okay, or if it's an ex, maybe you didn't fully find closure in the breakup, and now they are back because you need to find that closure together as a unit. Okay, so it could be that, or it could be that they've evolved, you've evolved, and now you're both in a space where there could be a reconciliation and it could become successful. Okay, so it could be anything. Judgment could mean anything. Anything from your past that you just didn't deal with fully has come back. Okay, and I just feel like you're uncomfortable with it. You're not fully happy that it's back, but at the same time, it's a good thing that you have to deal with this, because you do not want to deal with it 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. Okay, because something that is left, that is not fully dealt with, will come back to you at some point, because you don't want that lingering energy. right? Who wants that? Why would you want that? Why would anyone want that? Why would you want something that doesn't physically exist in your surroundings to energetically take on your life, right? um, so So that's your current situation, Leos. Okay. Um, with your current, this question is usually related to the current situation. And what I asked was, what is your next biggest abundance from February 19th through February 28th? And the Knight of Cups fell out. So the Knight of Cups is a card that talks about someone approaching you with their cup of love. And most knights are go-getters, right? Knight of Swords is just not thinking. They're just like riding their horse at full speed. Knight of Wands is very passionate. They're fueled. They're driven. They're going to get what they want to get. Uh, Knight of Pentacles is a very calculated knight, but they are still doing. All the knights are doing something, right? Except the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is very calm because they're in love. Okay, their horse is in a moving position, but they're sitting straight upright. They're not really bent down. Um, they're not really parallel. The Knight of Swords is parallel to their horse. Okay, the Knight of Cups is very much in their element. They know what they're doing is right. They know that this proposal is going to. They don't really care about the outcome. They don't really care about the consequences. Of course, everyone. Whenever anyone proposes, of course they're hoping for the best, but the Knight of Cups is secure enough with himself that they know that even if this doesn't end up going as they expected to, it's still okay because their cup is full of love, so they can offer it to anyone who's willing to receive it. And if they offer it to someone, unfortunately, who's not willing to receive it right now, their cup is still full. Okay, they can drink out of their cup. They can make that choice. They can find that love within. They can feed that love to themselves, and they can receive it from themselves. Of course, it's nice to have someone to exchange your love with, to share yourself with, right? But the Knight of Cups isn't really working for the outcome. They're moving towards the person they love because their cup is so full of love that they can't help themselves but share this love anymore. Okay, so yeah, there's no ego mind involved with the Knight of Cups. There's just a um, pure blessing of love that they want to share with the person that they care for. Okay, and I feel like someone is going to be approaching you with this cup of love. Maybe it's not going to be fully expressed in words, like verbally, where they're like, I love you and I feel this for you and I feel that for you, and let's elope or something like that. Maybe they won't say that, but maybe it's in their actions, maybe it's in their eyes, right? And can you see that? Can you catch that? And I feel like you can, and you're scared of it. You're scared of getting hurt again. You're scared of making a decision that's not really going to serve your highest good. But I feel like with the rest of the cards present here, the universe is suggesting that you don't give in to that fear. Okay, it's okay to be scared because we all have situations we deal with on the earthly realm. But this Knight of Cups is not a bad deal. Okay, um, I personally, being a Pisces, I would always recommend to fall in love and get hurt and bruised and injured rather than refusing someone, like refusing love and then just not experiencing it at all. Okay, I'd rather loving and then finding that it wasn't the best decision and then suffering a little or learning a lesson from it, than just refusing to fall in love, than just refusing to even allowing yourself to feel it. Okay, um, so yeah, the Knight of Cups, in my opinion, according to these cards, is not a bad deal. You don't have to be as scared as you are. In your challenge position, I see the Page of Cups. Okay, where the Page of Cups is about advice coming from the weirdest spaces. Okay, a fish is advising, or the page is consulting a fish that is in the cup. There's a lot of flowing water in the back, so there's a lot of intuition, emotion. With the page of cups in the in the, sorry, not reverse, in the challenge position, it basically means reverse, right? It basically means that you're not really listening to your intuition right now. You're judging the spaces where you're getting advice from. Okay, you're deciding that this is a good person to get advice from and this is a bad person to get advice from. The page usually doesn't do that. The page gets advice from wherever they get. That's why this weird page is listening to a fish. Fishes don't talk, but fishes are intuitive. Fishes, or basically, it's just a weird space that you just need to keep yourself open. Okay, keep yourself in a position of to receive wisdom, and don't judge where that wisdom is coming from. Just take it, process it, and if it makes sense to you intuitively, then just keep it with yourself. Okay, that's why the page is in the challenge position, and the Fool and the Empress reversed are the advice. So with the Fool as the advice, basically the universe is asking you to just let go. Okay, just be just honor yourself, just honor your heart, honor your intuition, and just run with it. Don't let your mind meddle with your decisions. Don't let your mind meddle with the wisdom that you are receiving, that you're processing. Okay, and with the Empress reversed, it's a similar situation. Is love, like whatever nurturing the Empress would give. The Empress upright is basically a queen that is that nurtures other people. Okay, and especially with your essence as the six of wands as your essence, you usually take other people along with you, right? And sometimes that can be a strength, but sometimes it can be a weakness, because right now I don't, with the Empress reversed in your advice category, I don't honestly think right now is the time for you to think about other people. I feel like right now is the time for you to receive as much nurture and care as you can. Don't feel guilty about receiving and not being able to give as much as you can, because you can't really pour into a glass with an empty jar of water, right? You have to fill up your jar first. You have to make sure that you are fully nurtured, you are fully cared for, to be able to find that care and nurturing for the rest of the world outside of yourself without hurting yourself. Okay, so stop doing things for other people out of guilt. Okay, just because they are doing something for you doesn't mean you have to immediately return it. You can just receive it. Sometimes receiving is as um, as helpful in a dynamic as giving is. Okay, um, maybe the other person has a six of wands in their essence, and they also have this need to give to other people, to feel driven, to find their fuel, right? So you're doing them a favor by basically receiving from them, by basically letting them unravel their life purpose, right? In this moment, you need to be yourself completely. You need to let your hair down in the wind. Yeah, you need to find that uh, top of the hill kind of a spot, and you need to feel the wind in your face. You need to listen to the water. You need to walk bare feet on the earth. Okay, you need to feel the sun um, uh, on your face. So it's almost as if it's just so important right now to let go of your controlling mind, to let go of your intellect, yeah, and just to feel in your gut and make the decisions of your gut. Spend time with yourself, let yourself be nurtured, let yourself be cared for, and let your intuition speak to you, and let it come from the weirdest places possible, because don't judge where the wisdom is coming from. Just receive the wisdom, receive the care, receive the nurturing. Look at that Knight of Cups and know that it's possible for people to fall in love with you. Yeah, you don't have to feel shy or scared of people loving you, because you are that lovable. It's not shocking that someone loves you. Okay. So yeah, Leos, that's what I have for your tarot reading, and I'm gonna pull some angel cards now. Let's see what they have to say. Trustworthy guidance. I think they're validating my reading right now. Okay. Trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. The angels gave you this card because they want you to believe in your ideas, which are answers to your prayers, and you can trust them. You will be supported as you move forward to put your ideas into action as long as you check in with your angels regularly for continued guidance. If you ever feel vulnerable, ask your angels to reassure you with emotional, spiritual, and material comfort. Additional meanings: don't worry about the details, as they'll take care of themselves as you go along. Go for it. Your idea is valid and divinely inspired. You're safe to make changes and move forward. Okay, so as much as this is about a person, one thing I forgot to say as I was reading the cards was this could also be a professional setting where you feel emotionally fulfilled with your job. Okay, maybe the corporate sector thing I was saying, maybe it's not emotionally fulfilling to you, but at the same time, the other thing that is gnawing at you now, your artistic endeavor, is um, it's not just a job, it's what emotionally fulfills you, it's what makes you feel loved. It brings you the attention that makes you feel like people are offering their cups of love to you. Okay, so if there's something of that sort as well that you're debating, if there's a job you're trying to apply for which you're debating, or if there's a fellowship, maybe if you're trying to be a student again with the Knights, I don't feel like you have to be a student at anything, but basically if you're applying for a course and you feel like, am I good enough for this, does it emotionally fulfill you? That's the question you need answered. Everything else will answer itself. If you're going to, the outcome will find you. The if you're good enough for this or not is not up to you to decide. It's up to the committee on a spiritual level. It's up to your spirit guides. It's up to your passed on loved ones. It's not up to you to decide if you're good enough for this. We are all good enough for everything we ever want to do. But does it emotionally fulfill you? Whatever you're trying to do, does it make you feel loved within yourself? Or does it make you feel ugly inside? Okay? If it makes you feel loved, if it makes you feel emotionally fulfilled, then that's the right path to take. Okay, Leos? Let's see what the door has to say. That was quick. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken. See a new sunrise. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken. See a new sunrise. I feel like this door talked about the judgment card. What is it that you haven't forgiven, Leo? It's coming back to you because you haven't forgiven it. Forgive it, let it go. Find compassion, find kindness, let it go, and then the judgment card will find its way back into the deck. Okay. Hummingbird song. Nectar of sweetness and joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. Maybe you work with music, maybe you work with sounds, maybe there is some sort of love that maybe there's something related to music that is going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. This card just makes me feel that. Okay. Nectar of sweetness in joy it brings, the hummingbird's healing as medicine it sings. So there's something about music that is healing for you, that is um, that makes you feel this emotional fulfillment. Okay, and I feel like you need to stick to that. You need to heal yourself. If music is what is going to help you heal, if music is what is going to make you feel like you're back in your full energy, then do that. Yeah, let music heal you. Let it do that. Do to you what just the kind, amazing gestures that you're looking for outside in the world. Let your intuition, let music help you heal as well. Okay. Little luxuries generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Okay. With the judgment, I feel like Leo's, your surroundings aren't fully making you comfortable right now, but appreciate the little luxuries in the here. Whoa, in here. Okay. Like yeah, it's what kind of music gets you going, what kind of music makes you feel like it just fills up your heart. Listen to that music. Spend time with nature. Find a source of water. Find some maybe if there's a hill close to you where you're at, go for a walk at the to the top of the hill. Spend time with your friends because that is still your essence. But I feel like right now is a good time to spend time with yourself, and just figure some stuff out for yourself. Not really let other people's opinions influence it so much, but make decisions for yourself because that's the only way you're going to feel as empowered as you want to feel. Okay. All right, Leo. So that's your reading. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. If it does, please let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.